All right, welcome to the Eric J. the Great Podcast Show. We got a special guest on the show today, music artist Trap Beckham. How you doing?
What's happening? It's good.
Hey,
I'm good. I'm
that's
doing
good.
good.
So for anybody out there that might have never heard of his music, I'm gonna play one of his latest singles, and then we'll get into the interview, get his whole story.
Yeah.
But I was already connected to it. There we go.
Cuts up, cuts up,
Yeah.
cuts up, cuts up, cuts up, cuts up, cuts up. Hey, when everybody got fucked up, it's so happiness get fucked up. Whenever the funds up, get fucked up. Then we had it swing like nunchucks. Damn, I don't even give a rip up. What's up with the dress shirt turned up? You can tell that my walk that I'm fucked up. I ain't letting bad vibes interrupt us. We in the cut, girl. Cut up. It's up and stuck. Don't be stuck up. I'm about to roll the dice. Hope I look up. I'm known to get the cut and shut the fuck up. Straight motherfucker. Maybe I'm the wave like what up? This shit is so with all of my brothers. A nigga like me, you don't know now another. You see my love different. We should get to know each other, baby. We can get it fine. Bang, we can go shine. Bang, do it on my house. Shit, as long as we rock, yeah, as long as we rock, yeah, you know how we rock, yeah, together we rock, yeah, as long as we rock, yeah, as long as we rock, yeah, as long as we,
I'm sweet.
as long as we rock, yeah, as long as we best friends to the very end, let's rock, yeah, as long as we. And this ain't got nothing to do with nothing but as long as you got me, I got you. Let the mother hope know that not you and give you my attention because I got to. You know my lifestyle quite wild. If I was in town, you would get piped down right now. She does to make it to the beat. We should move. We never had a do. She never tripping cool. Okay, I got friends, but I don't ever feel boxed in. So whenever the plane stop in, you get popped in. Man, we can go shine, man, you can buy out, shit, we lie, yeah, you know how we rock, yeah, together we rock.
Hey man, that's a banger right there. I like that, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I like that upbeat, happy music, man.
You know what I'm saying? Got to. In this world full of depression, you got to lighten the mood. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. Especially when you got a lot of people putting out a lot of street stuff, man. Yeah, that keeps that maximize the lane that you're in, making that music that you can play anywhere, the cookouts, anything, because
Mm-hmm.
certain music you can't play everywhere, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. They making my job easier.
Yeah, I know one of my favorite songs too, man, is that Sundress Season, man. I love that's in my rotation, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a classic.
I
Shout out
feel
to
like
Marla Negro.
I feel like when you made that song, man, because I know you had the big single to start out in the beginning of your career, but I feel like around that time when you put that song, that really put a stamp on you being in the game for a while. Like
Yeah.
you weren't just like a short term artist. Just put a stamp like, hey, I'm gonna be here for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna be here. We're gonna keep dropping. We're gonna keep coming with heat, more heat. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. So first off, man, just tell the people where you're from.
I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, Duval, 904. Little it's like a small town city. You know what I'm saying? It's like a city with small town vibes. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's a cool place, retirement type place, but it really go up. So, this is a cool spot, you know what I'm saying? North Florida. It's different type of vibe.
Okay.
Mm.
So what's the first thing that come to your mind when you hear your hometown?
The Jaguars. First thing that I think of when I hear Jacksonville is the Jaguars. Second thing I think of is, the drill music scene, like the gangster scene. Then third thing I think of is like all the music artists.
Okay.
See, yeah.
So for anybody that ain't never been to Jacksonville, man, just describe how it was growing up there as a kid / teenager, some of the circumstances and obstacles you had to overcome there.
It's just basically like, I think we all kind of had the same timeline because when we look back and we all got this stuff in common. We all like, if you from a hood, you pretty much, you know, you pretty much know the Jacksonville experience. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's hoods, the hoods not far from each other. There's a lot of beef in the city. I was one of the first music artists to come from the city. So it's like one of those cities. It's not a big city. So it's like all those big cities, yeah, it's going down in those cities too. But like it's one of those cities where it's like, oh yeah, we didn't have no big music artists or anybody putting us on the map. So it's like it's just going down for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like people like, of course, like when you think of cities like Chicago, New York, LA, Houston, Atlanta, Miami, yeah, you know the crime, all it, everything, you know it's going down, but what you're not thinking about is all these other cities and how it's really going down here. Where like I think like Jacksonville is a like kind of like a cousin of Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? It's like Charlotte, and it's going down in Charlotte now. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's bigger than the small city, smaller than the big city. Um, Growing up there, it was just like I don't know. I was a team promoter, so we would throw like team parties and stuff like that. So we was way like we was growner than what we were supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? We was at 16, everybody out. Like it's like we, how people be at the club, in the line, at the bar. That's how the team parties was. Niggas is getting leans and everything. Like so, it's like yeah, team party scene was crazy. I was one of the first emerging rappers out of my city. So for me, versus everybody else, like my experience was like slightly better because I was able to create a name with music. You know what I'm saying? Get my music heard and played across the city. And like you said, I made that everybody music. So it's easy for everybody to get on it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I was pretty much loved all over the city. I performed at all the high schools. And I was in high school while I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I was the man like coming out of high school. And yeah, it's just like to this day they all show me love. I get all my records played on each station. I host clubs down there whenever they book me. You know what I'm saying? But coming up in Jacksonville is just like coming up in pretty much any hood, got all the hoods, all the hood elements, you know what I'm saying? It's like watching Friday. Yeah.
So as far as your household, did you have a 2-parent household? Any siblings?
I got two siblings, but it was a one parent household, you know what I'm saying? It was my mama. Um uh but I did have, shout out to Selvin, this is who I consider my, my pops, because he that's my he took care of us. Like he made sure I had stuff for school type shit. He made sure I had a haircut. That's all a young man could ask for real when you growing up, is somebody to, okay, you gonna make sure we eat, you gonna make sure a haircut, you gonna make sure we have school clothes. Then you solid. So shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? He still to this day look at he got a auto mechanic shop in Jacksonville. And he basically like got me my first car, got me all my stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's just a solid dude. It's really my sister pops, you know what I'm saying? But he kind of took care of all of us. So shout out to him, man. But he ain't live with us though. So it's like, yeah. Um my household was definitely just my mama. And my mama the type of person who would take care. She like the grand matron. You know what I'm saying? So she gonna like anybody going through something, everybody come over our house. So we always had like 9 people in the house. Like, why is all these people here? So it's like crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I know how that is. One of my aunties in my family is like that. Somebody fall on a hard time, they go and everybody know to go to
Right.
your house. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. I mean, like, bro, it's not a refugee camp, but hey,
Yeah,
but shout out to mom for being like that because hard times it be real. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. So besides the team parties, what type of other activities were you into as a kid? Did you play any sports?
No, I didn't play sports. I basically made music, you know what I'm saying? Like I had a my mom bought me a tape recorder when I was 12, and for about 2 years I recorded on that until she bought me like a Dell computer and Magic's Music Maker. And that's the first time I started dealing with like actual waves, editing music, recording. I used to record on a little computer microphone, had little computer speakers. But it was cool to me because it was my voice. I'm making music. You know what I'm saying? That's what's crazy. But yeah. That was my setup. I didn't really play sports. I went outside a lot. I played sports in the hood, but like organized sports, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like we just go to the court or we'll just all go out back, play football, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. And it's crazy because like I don't regret that. You know what I'm saying? I probably have long-term injuries. I probably would have what I'm saying, probably be crushed because I'd have had a different dream. I'd probably made split decisions. Like when it comes, because I really love music, but I need to do the sports for my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm glad I never had to be one of those people who on the fence because like a lot of people, they'll be that and they're like ESTG. You know what I'm saying? Now you wasting half of your. I mean, you ain't really wasting time because you learn a lot of stuff in college, but like, like a lot of people don't make it like ESTG. A lot of people, by the time they try to chase rap, it's too late. They too old. Because it's a lot of ground to cover. Like people gotta, in order to be a rapper, people gotta believe you're a rapper. First of all, that's like because everybody rapping. So it's like, how they gonna take you serious? You know what I'm saying? You got to already be like, oh no, he do this all he been doing this. Like if you somebody who been doing it, then now they can take you serious. It don't matter if you get signed today. If you ain't been dropping music, the world ain't gonna take you serious. You know what I'm saying? You got to have old videos and old shit. So you got to start now. So when you do make it, it's already old shit of you. If people can take you serious, because like they gonna be like, you know, everybody who come in the game get that same criticism. Oh, you just a one hit wonder. You just a one hit wonder. But if you've been doing it, ain't no way you're a one hit wonder. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just, be somebody who's just in the game doing it. You know what I'm saying? Stay in the game.
Yeah. So as far as growing up, did you have anybody around you, like family members or friends, that was involved in the music business, or were you the first one to take that path?
I was the first one to actually take the path. My brothers, they was rapping too, you know what I'm saying? But like we was just like kids doing a little rap group. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But for me, I was like, nah, I need to download this. I need to have this stuff. I need to get me some graphics. I need to go to a music conference. I want to pay to play my stuff in front of these people. You know what I'm saying? Like I took it serious. So I was the first person in my family to take it serious. My mom had told me my pops was a rapper, like my real dad. She had told me he was a rapper, so I thought that was pretty cool. That like, oh, well, that explains it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, mhm.
So if you had to pick a moment, what would you say led you to doing music?
um, I think I don't know. I just think I was kind of. I think it's just kind of like instilled in. Cause like I've been liking music on another level since I was legit. Like my first favorite song was "Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See." So I'm like 8 years old at the time. You know what I'm saying? And maybe even 7. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, like I just been loving music from the get go. Like hip hop is just part of the culture, life, everything we do as Black people, for real, for real. So yeah, I just really think it was that. I started writing songs around 8, so I'd say probably when I picked my first favorite song. You know what I'm saying? When I said, I love this song. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's
Absolutely.
what.
So, who were some of your favorite artists growing up? Who you like listening to?
Mm, of course, Busta Rhymes, T-Pain, Bootsy Badass, um, um, Kanye West, um, six. I mean, not 69 Boys, but Yin Yang Twins. Shout out to all the bass music, those 69 Boys, Uncle Luke, all that type of stuff. We all grew up like that's just in the culture in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Trick Daddy, Rick Ross, Plies, all that stuff in Florida. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then all the Florida locals. I grew up on Florida local music that people won't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta go down there and they still playing it to this day. It's no different than when you go to Louisiana or you go to, you know what I'm saying, Texas, you just hear stuff from around there. Like when you really go to Jacksonville and you hear Jacksonville classic, it's like, yo, this is crazy. This is different. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Well,
Hmm.
where did you get your artist name from?
Um, Trap Beckham. I was for so let me start because I went through phases. Like, let me just start from the beginning since we started from the beginning. All right. So, first rap name was TC, which is cool. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I should have just stuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I really TC cool. You know what I'm saying? I could be TC, but no, I ended up finding a better name. But TC was my first name, and then it went to it was TC. I had like a whole I went through like a name phase for a while where I had a whole bunch of little names, but TC was really the one. Then the next name that stuck was Young Trap Star. Young Trap Star. I got that because Jeezy was hot. I used to came up on Jeezy too. So yeah, I was Young Trap Star for like a year or so, and then a year or two, and then I just dropped the star, and I was Young Trap. And that's the name that everybody know me in Jacksonville. So like everybody know Young Trap this, Young Trap that. I get signed to Def Jam in 2016. They tell me I can't use the name. It's already copyrighted. So I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? I had already added like in 2011. I just added the last name Beckham on my name just because like it was cool at the time. Like Soldier Boy Tell 'em, Gucci Mane La Flair, Waka Flocka Flame, Young Trap Beckham. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I like it was just the thing at the time. Just add you a little cool ass name and be that. You know what I'm saying? So I added the Beckham, like Young Trap Beckham. I dropped a mixtape called Year of the Beckham and all. And yeah, fast forward 5 years later, in 2016, I had to drop the name Young Trap, and I had to do something different. So I just dropped the word young. I was like, you know what? I'm transitioning to I ain't young. You know what I'm saying? I'm transitioning to, my adulthood. So dropped the young, kept the Beckham, and that's how I became Trap Beckham. And yeah, I had to get that name approved from David and Victoria Beckham because they own every spelling of it. So if you like not born a Beckham, you technically can't use their name. So shout out to Def Jam for being able to get that cleared. And yeah, ever since then, like it's been stuck. I was like, oh, I Trap Beckham for life. This legally legally approved. I'm Trap Beckham. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's been about. Mhm.
So take me back to the time when you went to a recording studio for the first time. Was you a natural, or was it like a hard patch at first?
I think I was probably I don't even remember the first time I went in somebody's studio to record. Because I've always recorded at the house. Like even right now, like if I cut off my background, how you do this? Let me see. I'll do it later. But if I cut off my background, like it's a microphone behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm ready to go right now. Like so like I always recorded at the crib. It's just more comfortable for me because I could try different stuff. But like when I got in the studio, when I started going out and about, yeah, it was easy because I already know how I like my music because I record myself all the time. So like I'm not somebody who going in there and looking for the engineer to advise me. I'm going in there advising the engineer. No, I'm doing 3 stacks. I'm doing 2 pans. Cut this down, cut that up. You know, fade this, blend that, drop the beat here. Like as a kid, I'm going in there like that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So probably I'll say like my first single, I was like 17 and a half, 18. You know what I'm saying? It was called Top of the Line, featuring Young Cash. And that was the first time I dropped a song in my life where it's like, oh, they playing this in the club. Oh, they playing this on the radio. Oh, they playing this in their cars. This is crazy. You know, so yeah, that's probably the first time I dropped a song. But before then, I had hundreds of songs. We just was in the studio just making songs for fun. I think that's the main part. Just if it ain't fun, if you trying to make a song, if you want all your songs to be like radio worthy or a hit or something like that, like it's not gonna work for you. But if you making songs just for your life and just for fun, just because you go through stuff or just because you experience something, you want to make a song about it. Those are artists is music work for. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, I can feel that. So as
Mhm.
far as your recording process, are you more of a writer, freestyler, or a mixture of both?
I mean, you know, in the essence, writing is slower freestyling. You know what I'm saying? It's like taking your time. You know, but no, I'm a writer. I'm a writer. I don't like to go in and just blurt what's on the top of my mind because it don't be well thought out. You know what I'm saying? You know, it'll be like A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. It sound like a Dr. Seuss book. You know what I'm saying? If I went up there and I did that instead of like actually getting into the different cadences and different types of stuff I can do. You know, I try to tell all the artists because I got my own label and half of them just freestyle. And I'd be like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a writer. I mean, do what you want. But like you see the success I've had writing my songs out. As simple as it sounds, one time for the birthday chick. Yeah, you didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? And I wrote it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I made the beat. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can say what you want to about freestyling, but I don't know not one artist outside of Future and Lil Wayne
But
who going
what you call it, he be doing it too. Uh,
who
little baby.
with a song that's gonna stick forever. You know,
Oh,
that's
okay.
let
Oh,
me
I
finish
see what
the
you're saying.
sentence.
I see what you're
I
saying.
don't know. I don't know one of them. Oh, they all freestyle, they fine. But we talk about songs that's gonna stick forever. I'm talking about 70 years, like Elvis.
Right.
Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it. Y'all not dropping songs that's going future. Future.
Yeah, he's like a once in a generation, man. He been hot.
Yeah, we gonna be listening to Wait for You forever. You know what I'm saying? Like Future is like he different. Like, but like anybody else who they finna go in there and freestyle and just like I just don't know who songs gonna like point out which song in your catalog gonna last forever. It's not written. Point out the song in your catalog that's gonna last forever. And nobody wrote on it. I don't know. if you ain't Wayne a future, it don't exist for me. I think that song is good, but I don't think I don't think 100 years from now they're gonna be bumping. Shout out my label, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like not, shout out to the baby because I love the music. You know what I'm saying? I go out, I'm in the A. I love all this stuff. But like when it comes to the test of time, when it comes to the music that like how niggas made music in the 60s, and now we in 2023, still like, I know you wanna leave me. You know, it's like they really dropped it on the radio just like everybody else. It was a debut. They really did it just like everybody else, and we still sang it. Just like how Birthday Chick is, Lil Booty Matters, we still every night. They haven't even realized it's been 7 years. You know what I'm saying? They don't even, but that's how timeless and like it's like back that ass up. You ain't even realize it's been 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Like almost. I mean, back that ass up came out in 98. In about 5 years, it'll be 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, like those are the songs, like, and guess what? It was written. He ain't going that bitch off the top. You know what I'm saying? Because it's writing. And I think that when you like when you just give your music time and you think about it and you second guess what you're saying and you put just that little bit of effort, of cleverness, whether it's something simple and you want to make it sound like a cool freestyle, and you just do something, you take your time out and get special with it or not. Because I've had songs I freestyled on, they never blew up. I never had a song where I just went in there and freestyle and this the single. And cause I play all my songs for my team. Like anytime it's a single, it's a well thought out song. It got a dope hook, dope beat, dope cadence on the flow. It's something happening on the song that never happened before in life. You know what I'm saying? Every song. Like that's what I try to strive for anyway. Like when I'm creating music, I'm trying to do something I ain't did yet. I'm trying to drop a topic that people ain't talked about yet. I'm trying to, have a breakdown in the beat that people ain't heard yet. You know what I'm saying? Or anything that just make it different.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had to pick a moment, what moment would you say that you knew that you could pursue the music seriously, or that you knew you had the confidence?
When I got my first single, Top of the Line, around 17, 18, I was like, yo, when it started getting radio play, club play, people singing it and I'm performing it all over, I was like, yo, I'm doing this for real. You know what I'm saying? And even on that song with the feature, I had paid for the feature. It was $2,000. The feature was $2,000. And this is when I'm 17, 18. You know what I'm saying? And that was the best $2,000 I ever spent because it changed everything. You know what I'm saying? It made people look at me, oh no, this is a new artist. Instead of like, oh, this little nigga rapping. You know what I'm saying? When people look at you as an artist, it's a perception thing. I go in these events all the time. It's just networking events, man, and or like open mic or music showcase, and these niggas rapping and rapping and rapping and rapping and rapping and rapping. But nothing's happening. Like it's like everybody just talking in the room, nobody really paying them attention. Or people don't leave and actually know the song that they perform. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're not perceiving it. They're not perceiving them as an artist. But like me, when I walk in, they know whatever I come in there and I leave them with, it's gonna be solid, and they know that's what we working. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they just perceive it different for one, when you actually good. For two, when you actually dressed up. You dressed up, you got on your little fly outfit and your music hard, and you look like a hip hop baby. You don't look like, oh, you forcing it. Like a lot of people get dressed and it look like, nah, dog, that ain't it, dog. You put on a whole costume, that ain't it, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying too hard. it's kind of like how Zion Williamson dressed. Like what? Like Zion, why you dressing like you? Not even that type of dude. Like put on, like be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like what you got on is not really.
Yeah,
You know, you're
like,
trying to get in some high fashion, and that's not you. You just need to wear t-shirts and shorts. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know.
So are you currently independent right now, or are you still signed?
Both of them, man. I'm both. Well, I'm not signed to a major. I'm signed to independent label. Shout out to Stevie Stacks Entertainment. They've been believing in me from the jump. We did a Def Jam deal together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still with them because that's my family. And then of course, like it's always about growth. So I started my label, Moji Gang. You know what I'm saying? And I'm rolling out my first artist actually this year right now. Her name is So Candy. She got a single called Taste Like Candy that I produced. And yeah, man, it's just getting into that CEO mode, just growing as a person, a man, as an artist, and just understanding, hey man, it's bigger than the actual music. Because as a music lover, as an artist, you really want it to work all off of music. But then, bro, you really don't understand that, hey man, you gotta do way more business. Like, even if you selling merch, that's a different business than your music. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got the it's so many other things you're gonna have to get into to make your money last and stretch over time. You know, the music is cool, and this you use it to become a legend. You use it to trampoline and put your name in the rafters. But the music ain't gonna make you richer and richer. You know what I'm saying? The music ain't gonna make you richer and richer. It's gonna get you there to where you can finesse and make some plays. You got a lot to work with. You know what I'm saying? But it's the decisions. It's what you actually you like enjoy to do versus what you get into and how and it's the amount of time you put into it and like and effort you put into it, and that's regardless of what it is. You know, for me, I'm getting into so many other things outside of the music now. The whole time I just been an artist the whole time, like just like yeah, put me on tour, get me in the studio. That's me. Now I'm on tour. I'm in the studio. I got my own label. I got 4 artists and I got 5 artists and the producer. Well, one of them is an artist and a producer. Yeah, got 5 artists and a producer. I'm rolling out our first single. My one of my artists just showed me his project. He down there ready to turn his project in. So that's gonna be dope. Um, Outside of that, I started my concert series. It's like a showcase artist showcase / concert. It's called Fuck It Fest. It's a festival for real, for real. And basically, Fuck It Fest is something I started because I wasn't on Rolling Loud, Lollapalooza, Coachella. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do my own fest. So I had started Fuck It Fest, and we done had 2 of those. Both with successful, crazy events. I'm actually finna start a Thursday night out here in Atlanta as a promoter type shit. You know what I'm saying? But like behind the scenes, so that's gonna be dope. Um, what else I got going on? Uh, new single, new single about to drop. It's called There It Is. So that has been getting. It's already on radio. It's already been getting radio like hella love from the DJs. So turning that song out, making that do what it do. What else? Oh, I got some. I know doing some other shit. I got my events, got my merch, got my music. Oh, food music. That's another thing I'm finna get into. We got a company we started called Food Music, and basically it's catering. It's catering / food truck, food vendor vibes. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start small like that until we can get into our own space as a restaurant or whatever. And yeah, bro, getting into stuff like food, getting into stuff like, and after all this, once all this, I'm running up all this, we'll go get a couple cribs, you know what I'm saying? Go get a couple cars, put them, you know what I'm saying? Put them out on the street. My pops got he got his dealer's license, you know what I'm saying? The one I told you about the auto shop, you know what I'm saying? So the goal is to learn the game from him, buy some cars, and have put them out in the street and have people pay monthly to how it is. At least my car's out. But yeah, I'm just trying to get into a whole bunch of stuff, man. Trying to sit with the big boys, and but trying to have a good attitude about it. Cause a lot of these niggas be bosses and they be acting like I'm the boss. But nobody give a fuck. Like nobody give a fuck that you the boss, bro. Like, man, it's a couple people I ain't even gonna talk about it, bro. But like, man, I done went into their establishments and they just sitting up there acting all high and mighty, smoking a hookah. Like, bro, you're not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm him for real. You talking to somebody who him. So you like, they know me from here to Tokyo, bro. So you not him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, people be just having the attitude. I don't be liking that. I be wanting people. I love to see a successful person who don't mind giving people opportunities to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, or who don't mind just smiling. Just smile. You know what I'm saying? Just show the people you having a good time, that you enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, don't let nobody play with you, but like, lighten up, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't be liking that.
Absolutely. So how often do you be going to a studio these days?
Shit, I told you that bit right behind me. Yeah. I'm talking about.
Well, how often do you record then?
Probably, I don't know. It just depends on it. It depends on the zone I'm in. Like, I done went a month and a half without recording before. You know what I'm saying? The most I ever went was probably like a month and a half without recording, maybe 2. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's when you go through like life depression or anything like that. You just be like, oh, I'm not in the mood to do this shit. But then when you start getting into that zone, you're like, oh, it's kind of lit. It's kind of turned. Man, matter of fact, let me get in here. You having fun? That's when you going to start really, really cranking that music out. You know what I'm saying? When you having fun, you cranking the music out fast. And then that's really when I do crank out the music. But last time I recorded was probably like 2 days ago. Okay. I ain't record yesterday. I recorded the day before yesterday. That song hard too.
So compare the music scene. So Atlanta is like the hub of the industry now. So compare the music scene in Jacksonville as far as versus Atlanta with local and artists that's big artists.
It's kind of like the music scene in Jacksonville now versus when I came up is different. When I came up, Atlanta, hands down, was the better place to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, y'all got everybody coming out of here. Now, like, shit, my city got artists that has emerged too. You know what I'm saying? We got Young and Ace, got Trap Beckham, Tokyo Jets, Julio Fulio. You have Nardo Wick. There's a whole bunch of, and then you got a whole bunch of emerging artists where it's like, oh, these dudes can walk in a deal and get that deal anytime because they pop it in Florida. They doing the numbers on the gram. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we always had hella artists, but now it's to the point where our songs, even Osiris, you know what I'm saying? Osiris from the city. You know what I'm saying? Like we having more emotion than Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like when we talk about Atlanta and who hot right now, who hot from the A, outside of Lil Baby and the Migos and Future that y'all finna go download it right now. Yeah. Like who hot? Y'all don't, y'all
everybody get locked up.
Y'all don't, yeah, everybody either locked up or y'all canceled. You know what I'm saying? either he locked up or canceled or he old. So it's like, outside of that, ain't no young artists, I feel like, from the A popping. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Atlanta. And I ain't even, yeah. Matter of fact, let me not even speak on y'all city. You know how y'all get. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, I ain't heard it, I ain't seen it. If I'm an A&R and I'm looking for a superstar, I just haven't been out and about and heard the song. Like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I first met Fujiano, I was like, boy, this shit hard as fuck. 1 month later, 2 month and a half later, he signed to 1017. I kid you not, and he know this. You know what I'm saying, bro? The nigga, I was like, bro, you hard. Fuck this shit hard, bro. And it was the same songs. Baby mama ain't shit. You want to let me see my son? I was like, bro, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Like, drop some shit like that. I want to hear something that make people be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's out there. I just ain't heard it. I don't know. Maybe it's the DJs. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the artists. But I ain't heard it, man. I ain't heard it.
So let me ask you this question. So, do you believe rappers are targeted? If so, why?
I feel like, drill rappers are targeted. You know what I'm saying? That's why the views be so high on their videos. Because the police sitting in their offices watching it over and over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like drill rappers definitely are targeted. They signing people, they taking, and in these contracts, they really having, they protecting themselves. And, if something happened to you, they still get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, it's kind of fucked up. Like, shit, like, they want you to promote the shit that's gonna get you indicted. They want, like, no, yeah, we like that, but I think we want to go with this single, Kill the Whole Block. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. Yeah. It's like, why? I bought y'all a song called "I Love My Girl." Y'all want to go with the Kill the Whole Block single and push that, and put the big video behind that, and make sure that on playlists and Spotify, and make sure that's having ad dollars on the videos. Like, why y'all do that? You know what I'm saying? Now you got Lil Durk out here talking about all my life, trying to just trying to change his image, because y'all done fucked his image up. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. Yeah, because every last one of these gangsters is gonna make a positive record. I don't care what you're talking about. You're gonna make a positive record. You're gonna keep making music. If you want to keep growing, it's gonna have to change. Everybody that says put the guns down, stop the violence. Every last one of these niggas who done picked the gun up and started violence that said put the guns down, stop the violence. Every last one of them. Because like it's really not, you know what I'm saying? When we talk about it, bro, it's a lot. It's a lot that you got to deal with. It's a lot on your conscience, for real. When you know that people is out here killing people to your music.
Yeah, that also come with getting money. Like the farther removed you get from being poor and having money, the more less and less that you're gonna be able to put out that struggle music, because the more expensive cribs you get, the more steak and shrimp that you eat. You ain't keep
shit
just forever.
Fuck. Well, yeah, fuck yeah, and that's what I say, man. Fuck that. You need to rap about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, what's going on, party life, being turned, family, friends, drinking, regular life situations. That's what I rap about. You know what I'm saying? If I was in the streets, I rap about street shit. If I was on the beach, I rap about beach shit. If I was goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Like if I was whatever I'm doing, I'm rapping about. Like if you're a millionaire, if you living that life, don't make gangster music, bro. Make some balling music. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know You know you're a millionaire. If Ja Morant started rapping right now, man, I bet not hear no gangster lyrics. Like even with Miles Bridges, why you dropping gangster music? You know what I'm saying? Bro, you are on the court every day. You are not in the field. Like,
dude making over $10 million a year want to rap about gangster music.
The nigga ruined $88 million, put his hands on his bitch because because you're mad. But that's that rap music. that's that drill music that makes you feel like ain't nobody gonna play with you. And pop, now you just fucked up 88 million. But it's a blessing that they re-signed you for 8 million, bro. You just fucked up 80 whole million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you weren't able to play last year. So now you gotta get back. You gotta get back right before you get embarrassed. Cause these young bulls ain't playing. Like, man, I'm like, bro, thank God that this man got re-signed. Cause boy, niggas don't bounce back from girl had black eyes and man, niggas ain't. Hey, him and Chris Brown the best to do it.
But who's some artists you want to work with in the future? Like you got somebody that you want to work with you haven't worked with yet?
All love, man. Really just all the superstars. There's nobody I'm really dying to work with. I worked with T-Pain and that was my favorite artist. So like I'm good, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as I need to work with, I just gotta have a song with this person before I die. I did it, you know, got a song with T-Pain. It's called Get Off Your Ass. And I got to perform at his Wisconsin Fest and invited me out, plenty of stuff. So just getting that type of embracement from somebody who I looked up to as an artist is cool as fuck. You know, outside of that, you know, I would like to do a song with T-Pain. I mean, not T-Pain, but Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? I do a song with any legend. I'm a legend type of guy. Like TJ, my manager be wanting me to work with the new upcoming artists, but I'm a legend type guy. I like to work with people who done, you know what I'm saying, made their name, they done got their hits, and now they just chilling. I like to work with those type of people. He like to work. He want me to work with people who just like who coming up, who they finna be hot. It's like, yeah, we rolling the dice on that. We ain't rolling the dice on these gold plaques. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So for all your fans out there, man, what do you like doing in your spare time when you're not doing music?
Shit, nothing. I like chilling. I'm always doing music. Whether you recording, whether you just promoting, whether you just doing the interview like so. I just always my mind is on the music, or it's always on something that's gonna come back to the music. Whether it's food music, whether it's Fucking Fest, whether it's you know, these events that I got planned in the A. Yeah, it's all gonna come back just to music. So it's like I'm always technically doing music. Like I'll never be out here just doing something totally unrelated. Like, oh yeah, I like to paint in my spare time. Like, what the fuck? Like, no, like that's stupid. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not, nah, everything I do gotta come back to music. Y'all, I don't care if I'm just smoking and thinking. It's coming back to music. You know what I'm saying? I'm freestyling. You know, I might, you know, when I'm doing the dishes, I'm thinking of a hook. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like so I'm not all, you know, I might not always be recording, but I'm always doing music.
Absolutely. So what are your short and long-term goals? What do you want to accomplish?
I want to get my label off the ground. I want every last one of my artists to drop a project, man. And I want to be able, I want it to be mixed, mastered to the T. I want it to be well promoted. I want to be able to, you know, take their projects and put it in the hands of hella DJs and stuff like that. I want them to all, like, even if they first one don't work out, I definitely want them to eventually get to that breakout single to where everybody just want to play it, everybody want to have you in the building. You know what I'm saying? I want to get all my artists to that point. Cause it's one thing to do it yourself, it's a whole nother thing when you walk people through that door. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, I did it, and I'm showing people how to do it. It's like being LeBron. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, that's the goal for me. Just yeah, get more shit on my schedule. You know what I'm saying? Keep just, be engulfed. Like, music is my life, but it need to be even more of my life. I want to be engulfed in it. Regular life still be hitting. You know what I'm saying? I need to be so on music, regular life don't even hit no more. Like, I need to be so deep in music that it affect everybody in my regular life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I need to be so up on music to where it's like, yeah, like you gonna be famous just by being my cousin. You know what I'm saying? You just, like, long as you with me, or long as you attached to me, you gonna be famous. It's just like that's how famous I want to be. It's just like all these other superstars. They have somebody just get famous just because they famous. Like Charlie Murphy. You know what I'm saying? Like Charlie Murphy was famous, but Eddie was the guy. It's like Seth Curry. Like, he's still in the league. Still. But Steph is the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody can eat and create generational wealth off of just that one guy at the top. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to be.
Absolutely. So as far as the rest of the year and the beginning of 2024, what you got coming as far as projects or anything like that?
New song, there it is. It's on the way. We got Taste Like Candy, So Candy out right now. So Candy's also gonna drop another single before the year's out. So that stay tuned for that. I have Honcho Truth. He's getting ready to drop. My boy Dom 2 times getting ready to drop. So those two of my artists that's like almost loaded up, ready to go. I'm trying to find a date and a location for the next Fuck It Fest. So I'm gonna be rolling out the stops for the next Fuck It Fest pretty soon. And outside of that, I'm gonna start a Thursday night out, in the A, and that's what people can kind of like pull up on me more often. You can pull up on me at the Thursday night more often. But outside of that, I'm just, yeah, that's it. That's really all I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Cooking up, making more music, accepting, doing more interviews, and yeah, just showing myself, showing the world I'm in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to stay.
Absolutely. So how do you want people to perceive you?
Like a boss. You know what I'm saying? See, an entrepreneur. Like, oh yeah, who the man? Oh, go talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you walk in the building, hey, whose establishment is this? Go talk to him. You know what I'm saying? I want to be, I like to be the man. You know what I'm saying? I like to just be. I don't have to be the man. I like to go. I like to be friends with bosses too. I like to go to stuff and be inspired. But at the same time, in my personal life, I've always been like center of everything. I'm always what everybody got in common. When you look around, you be like, what do everybody got in common? It's gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so just being that person who just put the pieces together, and you know, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like, I just want to, I don't know, be just a successful boss. Want to be perceived as more than an artist. Like, oh, okay, yeah, he. But I still want to be perceived as a music artist. But like one of those music artists where it's like, oh yeah, nah, when he do something, it's legit. We popping out because he a boss. You know what I'm saying? It's laid out. Like when you go, it's not no, oh yeah, we just gonna pull up to motherfucking to the club and have a release party. No, we having a private release, RSVP. Yeah, we doing it in a special location. Like my first party like that was in the Jaguar Stadium by the pool. My release party, like my signing party, was in the Jaguar Stadium by the pool type. That's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. We looking at the screens. They playing the video game on the screens in the stadium. That's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't do all that small, man. You look at these people. I remember I first got to Atlanta. I went, 21 Savage had a birthday party. I pull up the Cascades. He done wrapped the whole building. Right. I said, bro, they put 21 Savage all on the top and all on the side. You done wrapped the whole skating ring? Bro, line and wrapped outside. I'm like, bro, that's how you do it. I remember when I went to Lil Baby birthday party. I walk in, he got a big ice sculpture that say Lil Baby. He got Icebox jewelry and status jewelry in there selling jewelry. They got steaks, shrimps, lobsters, all types of it. So this how you do it. This how you do it. Like, you don't just get no hot dogs and burgers and tell people to pop out, bro. No, bro, you do it for real, bro. This how you do. You gotta do it big, man. And that's how I want to do it. I want to do it big. I want everything. When you come to my event, you know what? This is nice, man. I love going to his events because he always got the hors d'oeuvres. He always got the, yeah. That's how I want my shit to be. And then I always want my shit to be a vibe. I haven't had an official release party outside of, I had a signing party, but I haven't had an official release party. Yeah, like out of all those projects I dropped, because like, shit, I'd rather put the money and the budget somewhere else you know what I'm saying? But when I do like music events, I want that shit to be laid out, man. I want that shit to be, you walk in, you got custom cupcakes, custom stuff on the wall, custom stuff on the floor. It's nothing but my music or the artist's music being played. Yeah, that's how I want it to be.
Absolutely. So give me a Mount Rushmore. Give me a top 5 most influential people to your life. They could be role models, they could be family members, anything.
I don't know. My mama, my son, TJ Chapman. I say role models, influential. Yeah, my mama, my son, TJ, my Selvin. Shout out to Selvin, my pops, and my brother Champ. Yeah, little Champ. Even though I'm more the inspiration to him. You know what I'm saying? He keep me. I keep his head on straight. But you know, when I know I got to do that keep me focused. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So closing remarks, man. Anything else you want to say to the people, and let people know how they can keep up with you on social media, things like that, YouTube channel, all that good stuff.
Yeah, man. Y'all follow me on everything at Trap Beckham, TRAPBECKHAM. Stay tuned for Moji Gang. We're going crazy. We got a lot of stuff coming up, events, music, food. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting, man.
Absolutely, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
But I appreciate you coming on the podcast, man. And you know, anytime you want to come on, man, you can come on anytime. I need everybody to go check out that Freeway Ricky Ross interview, man. That interview's going crazy right now. Been getting a lot of responses. That's a big interview for me because I know he don't do interviews with a lot of people. So for me to get that story before because he's up in age now, for me to get his story before he's out of here, you know, was a big deal for me. So
yeah.
I need everybody to tap in with Trap Beckham, man. One of my favorite upbeat artists when I like to just, get on a road trip, just be in a good shuffle the whole library, but I'm proud of everything you accomplished, man, and I wish you more continued success in your career, and hope you can accomplish all the things that you want to set out to accomplish in the future, man.
Thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I plan to, and yeah, thank you for having me. And yeah, I definitely probably will be hitting you back up, so I can, run my artists through here, get an interview as well. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah. I interview up and coming artists all the time. That's what I spend most of my day doing. I go through reels and I see up and coming artists. I be like, if a person hard, I slide their DM immediately because I
Yeah.
treat it like a record label. I be like, shoot, if I interview 100 up and coming artists, one of them might blow, and then
Oh.
they gonna remember I interviewed them in the beginning, So
Mm-hmm.
and that,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. And I don't just do interviews too. So, like, if you want to come on and talk about real stuff, I don't did relationships on should you kick your kid out at 18 years old, child support, police brutality, 50 in relationships, like anything that I know a person will come across and at some point in their life, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You like a hood therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you, G.
All right, no problem, man. You have a good one.
Yes, sir.